Who are geniuses that are stronger than me. That is what it's like for a continent that's experiencing war. The reason that I've survived is because I chose to not fight with them. Knox von Reinhafer. You must be one of those unreachable geniuses that my father mentioned. To be so talented that no one could reach you. That's what it means, huh? Sigh. The only reason I'm dying now is because I chose to fight with you. Oh. May. I was so scared. I thought you had really left me. It's okay now, Alina. I'm sorry. I was the selfish one. To think that I had wanted to do things alone while leaving her behind here. But where is young Master Knox? I need to thank him. Oh. He should be wrapping up the situation and talking right now. Talking. Yes. I think he's taking some time to have a heart-to-heart conversation with his brother. Although, that doesn't seem to be his true intention. Ron, how long is he going to keep me waiting? How dare he make a noble from the Reinhafer family wait? Nothing happened, right? Who are you? It's me, brother. Knox. If you're available right now, let's talk for a moment. It's important. Why would I talk to you? I said it's an important matter. Take a seat for now. So, to sum things up. We received message that young Master Knox has purged the corruption within the chatters and has meted out appropriate punishment to those involved. He's requested a separate reward from you for accomplishing that. And that is... I'm sorry but I'm unable to figure it out. My apologies. Chatters. The corruption of that place worsens every day. But, no one had bothered with them. The reason for that? It's simple. Because it wouldn't be profitable. However. It's also not that simple. It's also a place that's been a huge headache for the imperial family. The east of Chatters is the last line of defense. Because if that place falls, the monsters will start heading towards the center. The central government has allocated a large amount of funds, troops, and also mercenary corps to defend the relevant areas. A region that's useless but cannot be totally abandoned. That's the kind of place Chatters is. That wasteland doesn't have any value. All the bandit groups including that vermin, Tygon, are very dangerous. That is correct. They'll be hard to deal with even for grain. If the Ron Knights, If the Ron bandits attack him, the situation would probably turn for the worse. If they can't overcome a situation of that level, they don't deserve to be called a part of the Reinhafer family. In the first place, I already placed the Black Sword Knights with them to prevent them from dying. More importantly, let's get back to talking about Knox. What I'm finding hard to understand is that Knox doesn't have such a generous heart to purge the corruption for nothing. It's the same with the request for Chatters. He wants the imperial family to give him authority over that wasteland. If I can complete the mission this time round, I'd like to take over Chatters as part of the Reinhafer family. Could you grant me the authority to run that place? Just what could there be to be gained from that place? If I can't produce any results, then I will give up my rights as the youngest son of the Reinhafer family. To give up his rights as the youngest son of the Reinhafer family. Will you reject his proposal? No, I'll accept it. If Knox is really able to defeat all of them, I could certainly obtain the jurisdiction of that place to give it to him. Yes. It's actually a good opportunity for me to see how good he is at managing a territory. I understand. If that's what you want, I will send a letter to the Empire and begin the talks to obtain Chatters. Proceed with that. Give up my rights, Knox von Reinhafer. Just how far ahead are you planning? So what you're saying is that Ron and Tygon wanted to kill me. And that I was their underling. Unfortunately, yes. Damn it. I'm sure the family already checked their identities. How dare they try to leech off me by tricking the Rainhafer family? Those spiteful. No, more importantly. Nox, he's more of a bother. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you scared of me? How amusing. He really wants to mess with me. No, I need to hold back. If I don't pass this test, then I can't become a knight. In the end, I have no choice but to accept this bastard's offer. What do you want? As expected of you, brother. You're quick to calculate the pros and cons. Well, I don't want much. First, give me the right to command all the soldiers under your command. I'll agree to that. Even if I don't give him the army, my life is in his hands. I don't want to admit it, but I still don't know exactly how strong he is. In return, you must remember to guarantee my life and yield the outcome to me. Sure. But, guaranteeing your life, and the outcome. That's 2 requests, isn't it? Fine. I'll hand over the mineral rights and artifacts of my large mine. So you need to make sure you take care of things properly. It's a small price to pay compared to your life, so please don't think that it's too much of a waste. Then, I'll be in your care while I'm staying in Chatters. I hope that you won't do anything rash, brother. Metallization potion. And a corroding potion. Yes. I've never made these before. I think it's possible. That's a good answer. But will it really be okay? The young master's plan is too dangerous. Although it's not something that I, an ordinary maid, should ask, is there a reason why you need to kill the griffin? I also agree. We can't lose our hero in vain. Don't be scared. If it was impossible, I wouldn't have brought it up. I understand why they're so worried. Since I can't tell them that there's something I need to obtain after killing the griffin. I have no choice but to lie. I've thought about it well, so don't ask about it further. I understand. I'll do my best to prepare the things you need. Killing the griffin in Chatters in the beginning of the game is actually close to impossible. Since no one has succeeded in doing so. Well, of course. That's only true when you exclude me. Then I'll explain the plan. I'm not going to repeat it, so listen well. The hidden route. It's impossible to kill the griffin here with a normal play style. It's hidden and only revealed to the so-called stagnant water. Gamers. I'm a stagnant water who has cleared inner lunatic 26 times. Do you all understand? Yes. That's the reason why I need to kill the griffin in Chatters. It's a given but also simple. Since the reward I'll get is that great too. Then I'll end the explanation here. We'll proceed with the plan tomorrow. If I don't put my life on the line, I can't survive. Arzon. Since inner lunatic, which I've transmigrated to, is that type of world. Has it begun? Everyone get ready. Yes, sir. Okay. We only have one chance. Remember that. Yes, sir. I wonder why this moment feels so anew. The fact that I became Nox von Rainhafer. And the only strategist. Young master, will you really be alright? I said it yesterday but it's too dangerous. Trust your master. I won't die. Was it from that moment? The moment where I made a promise I couldn't keep since I'm terminally ill. You have killed the Iron Golem. Proficiency for Chatter's Southern Sword Technique has increased. But, if I don't have that promise, then I might actually die. Become my stepping stones. If you do, then I can enjoy this damned game more, which has become my reality. It's here. Then. Shall we get started? I'm not dreaming, am I? I've never seen any knight that's capable of fighting like that. Is that really humanly possible? I did think that he'd be good, but to think he's so fast that it's hard for our eyes to catch up with his movement. What kind of place is the Reinharnation family? A family famous for its swordsmanship, and also a place where internal fights take place to determine who's worthy of inheriting the black sword. That's the kind of place the Reinharnation family is. You can also say that young Master Nox is the most talented among the candidates. I still don't understand why young Master Nox doesn't address the bad rumors about him, but I'm certain he has his reasons. I guess the rumors about him weren't all true. Looks like he has his own reasons. Reasons that require him to be a good-for-nothing. I have no idea what those reasons could be though. Yes, that's what I think too. So, please play along. I'm sure there's a good reason he's acting like a good-for-nothing. He's a wise person after all. So, you want me to hide who he really is, right? Don't worry. We'll be keeping our lips tight. Nox. He wants to fight that. He's definitely out of his mind. Damn it. In any case, I'm only going to do as I was told. All troops. You are to wait until the Griffin is within short range of the fortress walls and then you are to fire the ballistas once ordered. Understood? Yes, sir. In order to defeat the Griffin, we have to neutralize that ridiculous flight ability that it has. You've consumed the metallization potion. Your stamina has increased temporarily by 1. How many ballistas do you need? I knew Grain was someone with good instincts. He'll be useful. The only thing left would be the function of Alina's potion and proving myself. Are you feeling frustrated because things aren't going your way? I can understand why. Normally, such injuries should be nothing to you. Since you're the Griffin, a high-level monster. The ballista that pierced through your wing. We slathered it with tons of the poison that you like so much. Look forward to what's coming for you. It'll start to really hurt in about 5 minutes. "5 minutes is all I need. It's definitely different from the game. This pressure. However, I won't be the one who's dying. At least, not today. Grain. Is that really the Nox that I used to know? TCH, fine. Fire." Black execution. You've gained 60 days after defeating the Griffin. The remaining life you have left is 179 days. This feels pretty good, huh? Damn it. How is that even possible? The Griffin is a high-level monster. A monster like that was stumbling around because of some brat. You'd need to at least be Academy Professor level to be able to take one on that easily. Do I have no choice but to acknowledge his strength? Knox von Reinhafer. If what he's shown so far is all true, then he might bring about a great change to the successor rankings within our family. I need to make sure I'm on the right side. I'll take charge and safely move the Griffin's corpse inside, but you'll be in charge of how you want to distribute the loot. Go and get some rest. Looks like that scared him quite a bit. Great. Now, it's time to use the hidden clear rewards. Displaying the information of the item you obtained. Basic information. Name. Griffin's heart. Category. Miscellaneous, grade. Advanced. Attribute. Wind. Stat equipping requirement. Special effect. The heart of the Griffin, the outlaw of the wilderness. It can be used to create an elixir. You can create an elixir that alters your stamina and agility. Depending on how skilled the alchemist is, you can decide whether it increases or decreases those stats. As you've said, the power of wind can be found within this heart. If we make good use of this, we could create elixirs or equipment that we've only ever heard about in rumors. I'll be using this heart to create an elixir. How long will that take? That'd depend on the situation, but with the tools I have currently, it might take a while. I'll provide you with all the tools. I'll also take this chance to make an offer to you too. Alina and May. I'd like to hire you both as servants of the Reinhafer family. But we're just commoners. Is something like that important? If you possess something that I need, then I'll just make use of you. There's no reason for you not to make use of me as well. However, I'd never allow a dog to bite its master, of course. In any case, no one is able to make use of the monster's core properly at this point in time. Especially as it's an item that's never been seen before since it was obtained by defeating a hidden boss. That wasn't meant to be beaten. Crafting with it would be impossible for anyone other than a genius. That would never happen. You saved our lives. We'll trust and follow you for the rest of our lives. I like that answer. For starters, I've obtained 2 genius characters. We'll be departing 3 days from now, get yourselves ready. The elixir will be created secretly after we return to the family estate. I don't want anyone else to see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ah. Yes, sir. Young master, you're truly different from what I heard about you. What do you mean? The part about you being a selfish person that only cares about himself. I know at least that part isn't true. But, can you promise me one thing? No one knows when it might happen, but when you find things really tough one day, please let me know if I can be of help, despite my lowly status. I don't understand why so many people dislike you. Alright. I'll do that if that day does come. Are you going to stay there? It's going to get pretty chilly at night. Let's move quickly, it'd be bad if we caught a cold. I know what you're about to say, so don't say it. Ahem. It's alright. Things like this happen. It's humiliating. You're still growing after all. You've obtained a negative ailment cold. LV2 due to frequent sickness. LV3. You've obtained negative ailment, chronic cough LV4. This is so ridiculous. Sigh. Both the young masters have returned. Are they the new servants of young Master Knox? What? He couldn't even hold himself back and brought back women again. 2 women at that. Be quiet. Do you want to get into trouble? What if he hears you? He and his experiences with women. TSK, TSK. You know, back in my days. I guess a leopard can't change its spots even if it looks like it is improving. It wouldn't be strange if you got beheaded. Him clearing the missing child's forest was probably a lie, right? But, the patriarch has said that it was all true. He's not one to lie. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of that good-for-nothing image of mine. Don't you guys have work to do? Since that's the case, you must have plenty of time on your hands to waste, huh? Mole young Master Knox. The Patriarch has requested a private meeting with you. Here it comes. You're here. Yes, I heard that you called for me. I have something to tell you. I'm sure you have something to tell me as well. I heard that you contributed greatly to the safe return for everyone from the Chatters region and also to the eradication of the malignant existences over there. Even Grain acknowledged your abilities. Brother. Said that to you. Yes. He said that if it weren't for you, he wouldn't have been able to complete his night training. Grain. What on earth are you up to? However, I didn't call you here to speak of such meaningless topics. You suggested a seemingly impossible task, accomplished it, and brought honor to the Rainhafer name. So, I will keep my promise according to what you have proposed. Chatters now belongs to you. I thank you for your great generosity, Patriarch. What's this? Does he have more to talk about? Knox von Rainhafer. The youngest of our family. Are you interested in taking my seat? Why is Theo suddenly acting like this? The griffin died. The Rainhafer bastards have finally started to move. From what I heard, they've obtained the Chatters region. And it was given to the youngest in their family. Kremser, prepare for war. Will we be alright? They're the family who stole something precious from me. I have nothing more to lose. Yes, sir. The time is near. The day that I get my hands on this kingdom. And, the day that she awakens. Patriarch, your question might be a little too early for young Master Knox. I'm sure you know the value and the weight of being the Patriarch of the Rainhafer family as well. No. It has to be now. I'm sorry, but I do not agree with you. More accurately, I don't agree that young Master Knox is that capable right now. There's the first young master, Garen, isn't there? You're not the one who gets to decide on that. I do not desire the position of the patriarch. Also, I'm worried about the numerous things that I would have to be responsible for. You're my son and you fear this position. I don't see why I can't. Fine. I'll respect your opinion for now. Thank you. But, did you know this? That a brilliant talent cannot be hidden. Humans are weak beings that will always be testing you. Yes, Patriarch. You may take your leave now. You must be very tired from the journey. Thank you for your concern. No, don't worry, it was nothing. Did the Patriarch scold you? It wasn't anything that I couldn't refuse. Ahem. Oh, right. The accommodations for Alina and May have been prepared. Great work. Ah, it's nothing. I simply did my job as your maid. If everything in the world had a fixed set of do's and don'ts, then no one would hate each other, take from each other, or fight with each other. Ah, you did great, Jitri. Yes, young Master Knox. Stop, thank you. Is it time for things to get serious? The best night mage training institution, Eldian Academy. I must become the best in that place. As expected, it's tough. Conversing with my son. That conversation might be too early for young Master Knox. If he really knew the meaning of your position, his answer might have been different. No, those eyes of his. They belong to someone who has already decided what they will do in the future. While he looks like he's afraid of something, it's not my position or me. It's something more fundamental. Like a fear that comes from looking into an abyss. Death. He's afraid of death right now. But, why is that the case? I might be out of line for saying this, but I think what happened to Madam could have been a huge shock for young Master Knox. True. Haha. He might be blaming me for it. Since to him, I'm just a pathetic person who couldn't even protect his mother. Patriarch. More importantly, I think young Master Garen has started to take action. With an even bigger move this time round. I see. Father, just give up and accept it. The power of a Grand Duke. Ahem, what do you think? Do I look alright, Emma? Young miss. Haven't I already seen that set of clothes more than 20 times? This looks alright. That's not bad either. What accessories should I wear? Who? Are you that excited? Of course. We're talking about my admission into Eldian. That's not what I'm asking about though. I meant young Master Knox. It's your first time meeting him after he officially became your fiancé. I guess the ones with frills would be better, right? Emma. You just answered me half-heartedly because you couldn't be bothered, right? Ah, yes. You pick up on things like that every single time. Oh. You're here. Yeah. The elixir. Actually, before that, are you alright? You don't look too good. She gets like that once she focuses on something. Sigh. I'll take care of her as I stay by her side. You're the best, May. Hee hee. Enough about all that, please take a look at it quickly. Basic information. Name. Elixir of Wind category. Consumable grade. Advanced attribute. Wind stat. Stamina 1. Dexterity 3. Equipping requirement. Special effect. How is it? The effects have been increased by 200. Since this was made by the alchemy genius, Alina. I finally obtained it. The elixir of wind. Not only does this increase stamina permanently by 1, it also increases dexterity, a hidden stat. Dexterity and hour of the genius. Make the perfect combo. It's definitely a good choice to get this item here. As expected of the genius potion maker. Though, Alina. Things would have gotten tough if I didn't get her to join us back there. You did great. Now that all preparations are complete, shall we head to Eldian? Name. Knox von Reinhafer. Gender. Male. Age. 15. Race. Human. Main element. Darkness. Achievements. None. Traits. Positive. Swordsmanship and combat genius. Mana sensitivity genius. Insight. Memorization genius. Steel mentality. Acting genius. Neutral. Void revelation. Negative. Terminally ill. Frequent sickness. Cold hands and feet. Possessed. Stats. Stamina. 6.11. Mana. 9.1. Luck. 10 will. 11.1 charm. 26 skills. Active skill. Hour of the genius. Dark family. Intermediate swordsmanship. Southern sword technique. Ignition. Visible transformation. The remaining life you have left due to terminal illness is 150 days. Mana sensitivity genius has been activated as your mana stat has reached 10. Whisper. White hair and lavender eyes. Could he be the youngest son of the Reinhafer family? I did hear that he'd be joining the academy in this batch. Whisper. Whisper. That troublemaker. Hey, watch your words. You guys will die if someone hears you. Why is it so noisy? Is there a dog barking somewhere? Young Master Knox. Looks like you guys arrived early too. Acting genius. Is temporarily shaken. You are shaken. Yes. We're talking about the admission ceremony of Eldian Academy after all. Here, young miss, please come down. Give your greetings to young Master Knox. What? Knox. Oh, wait a minute. She was the ambassador originally, but I didn't expect something like this to happen while I was unaware. What? What did you say? Pardon. I was simply talking about the plan for you to be engaged with Lady Talia. It's something that everyone already knows. That's the problem. I didn't know about it. So, after I checked things out, our families really had agreed on the engagement without our knowledge. Ugh, sigh, darn it. Hey, Knox. Hello. This must be Lady Talia. I told you not to talk about that, didn't I? Have you been well? Well, I've been alright. How about you? Me too. She's here. One of the genius characters of Eldian Academy. The merchant star and the head of the Rievelin family that dominates the entire continent. Eleanor de Rievelin. And to add to that. Oh my. Look who we have here. Isn't this young Master Knox of the Rainhafer family? I didn't know you'd be getting admitted into Eldian. Nice to meet you. She's a woman that holds great hostility towards the old Knox. Eleanor. Yes, it's me. The noble from the merchant family that you had looked down on. I'm Eleanor de Rievelin. I never thought I'd meet you again like this. Knox von Rainhafer. Eleanor de Rievelin. The only child of the wealthy Rievelin family whose wealth could move the continent. As well as one of the stars of the continent that dominates the financial world later on. Her nickname is the Fox of Wealth. Acting genius. Is temporarily shaken. She met Knox when he was younger. Someone as lowly as you is a noble. How pathetic. To think you buy status with money. Do you think that'd change the past of your family? Sigh, idiotic bitch. Get out of my sight. Her strained relationship with Knox is some of the karma that the old Knox had accumulated. Although it's now become my karma, fuck. I can't believe there are two characters here that'd drive a sword into my heart. What's happening here? You're acting unlike your usual self. What's my usual self like? I'm sure you already have an idea of that. Are you the type that likes to hear the truth from others? Damn it, I simply can't catch a break. If you're trying to pick a fight, get lost. As expected, not a single thing about you has changed. What do you want? You want my recognition or something? Sorry, but there is nothing I would want from the good-for-nothing of the Rainhafer family. I know she has zero positive feelings for me now. Let's check her traits first. Insight. Has been activated. Showing the information of Eleanor de Rievelin. Name. Eleanor de Rievelin. Gender. Female. Age. 15. Race. Human. Main element. Wind. Achievements. None. Traits. Positive. Calculation genius. Acting genius. Neutral. Negative. Gummel Northern Sword Technique. Vain. Proud. Stats. Stamina. 5 mana. 7 luck. 9 will. 7 charm. 21 skills. Passive skill. Rich merchant's eye. Active skill. Her traits aren't very different from what I know. I guess that's a relief. The Rievelin family. Their middle name was bought by Clarkson, Eleanor's father, who was a merchant. While Eleanor loathes her own status, she has no choice but to make use of it. Simply put, she's wrath incarnate. But, the old Knox literally poked at the bee's hive. He was indeed the worst person alive. From her perspective. TCH. Alright, I'll leave as you wish. Unfortunately, I don't think we're friendly enough with each other to wish one another good luck. There's no need for me to do that for someone as lowly as you. Yes, yes. Goodbye then. Let's get going. Eldian Academy's admission ceremony is about to start. Okay. I can't shake off Talia, who's sticking to me in the context of being my fiancée anyways. I just need to make the most of this situation and make use of her where I can. I need to stay on my toes. As expected, the children of various reputable families are gathered here. Some of them will be useful. I also need to recruit them in a way that doesn't affect the story. The strongest characters. However, if I bring them over to my side, it will mess with the original story. I need to approach them carefully. But it feels like there are a lot of people looking at me. Am I overthinking it? Yeah. There are quite a lot of nobles glancing at you. It seems you're quite popular. Yes, I'm somewhat popular. Their eyes seem to be filled with hostility though. You count that as being popular? Can everyone hear me? It's finally here. Hello, everyone. So small. She's small. Who is this kid? She's small. Where are the professors? What is that kid doing at the sacred admission ceremony of Eldian Academy? Did she follow her parents here and get lost? These idiots. But, she's greeting us though. Maybe she's just polite. She's a total monster, not someone that you can't judge based on her outer appearance. Name. Noah Vaughn Trinity, gender. Female, age. Race. Main element. Ice. Achievements. Solis, Eldian Academy's expansion, one of the 4 sages. Traits. Positive. Mana detection genius, easygoing. Negative. Inferiority complex, short, acts cute, lazy. Stats. Stamina. 21, mana. 26, luck. 8, will. 22, charm. 10, skill. Passive skill. Sea of mana, awe of a ruler. Active skill. Water ball, cold beam, blizzard. I need to stay on her good side as much as possible. It's nothing. Just stay quiet if you don't want to die. Nice to meet all of you. I'm Noah Vaughn Trinity, the newly appointed Dean of the Academy. All of you still don't know this very well, but if I hear anyone say the word small again, you'll die, okay? Eldian Academy's admission ceremony will now begin. What? We didn't hear anything about such a rule. Of course. It's the rule of the new dean that was made to filter out trash talents. All of you. I hope you come back alive. This is where it starts. I must survive no matter what. Get up right now. You darn young brats. How dare you sleep in front of me? You all must be out of your minds. I guess one survived. I managed to endure somehow. However, I guess the aftermath of the intermediate magic force teleport can't be ignored. But it's as shiny as it is in the game. It's so shiny that it's like there's a halo. The storyline did mention that he once had a head full of hair. Bernan, a combat instructor and also a student that graduated from the academy during its earlier days. The game users gave him the nickname Takoyaki Bernan. A fairly dishonorable nickname, because of his baldness. He's pretty skilled in terms of footwork. Nothing bad would come out of getting close to him. What is it, white hair? Why are you looking at me with pity? Damn it, was I too obvious? I did it unknowingly. It's nothing. Acting genius has been activated, I'll tell you this in advance, so keep it in mind. I have very good instincts. If you dare think any unpleasant thoughts about me, I won't let you off. Please tell me about the admission test. Can't we talk about other topics later on? Alright then. But, before that, I'll wake these sleepyheads up. I'd suggest that you cover your ears unless you want them to explode. Whoa. What's that sound? Which person did that? 7. I'm that person. Got a problem. Not only did you dare swear at me, you dare to frown at me. Do you have a death wish? My apologies. Move the students that still aren't awake to the safe zone. Now that we've wrapped up that situation, I'll start by telling you about Eldian Academy's admission. To summarize the admission test. Firstly, on this island that's made of magic, we must hunt monsters with all our might. As a reward, a specific colored jewel will drop from them. The less mana that's available within the jewel, the more value it has. People would be puzzled and ask why though. Shouldn't having more mana be better? However, that's only half correct. They are looking out for two things within the admission test. The first would be mana sensitivity. That has already been tested and recorded by how fast you wake up from Noah's intermediate magic. The second would be to test your ability to detect even faint amounts of mana. Such abilities would allow mages to push themselves to their limits on the battlefield. They're sifting out the jewels and the rocks from the start. That's basically what's happening here. This location is a labyrinth created by the Dean of Eldian Academy, Noah Vaughn Trinity. There are many foes in here that worms like you can't even imagine fighting. So, I'll make an exception and allow you to move in teams. The maximum number of people per team is 8. You better start moving fast. I'll wait for you at the top. Instructor Bernan. I still have questions. He's gone. He is. Ah. The spot where my head got hit still hurts. Damn it, to think I'd get hit on my head of all places. Does anyone want to assist the princess with me? If you work with me to clear this test, I swear upon my family's name that I'll reward you. Inner lunatic. Normal results and positions won't survive in this darn game. The most important thing here is knowledge. In order for this terminally ill body of mine to grow, I need to monopolize all the advantages. For that to happen, I have no choice but to go solo. No matter how hard I think, it's strange. How could a new student not only endure the dean's intermediate magic, but also decide to raid the forest alone? Does he not fear danger? No. It's fundamentally different from that. I guess a diamond on a dunghill is still a diamond. There's a reason why he doesn't feel fear. That was the expression he had. Show me what you're made of, the hidden dragon of the Rainhafer family. Show me your talent. Vola. Where did Nox go? I was going to go along with him. Talia. What are you doing? You've been given the grand task of protecting Princess Penelope. You ought to kill these monsters with a joyful heart. Oh. Okay. We've climbed up quite high. I guess the purple crystal is the highest grade. Probably not. After all, this is a test from Noah Vaughn Trinity, one of the 4 sages. I think there's probably something more that's hidden. I agree. But, it'd be tough for everyone to climb up in their current state. I can't let that happen. I promise to help Princess Penelope sit at the highest place. The current Arkheim Empire is rotten to its core. She needs to ascend the throne for it to return to its former glory. I must do whatever it takes to make that happen. I'm still fine. Princess, if you're alright, shall we gather those who can still go on and continue? I was thinking the same thing. Alright. Let's move. All of you will have to hang in there a little longer. Negative trait, cold hands and feet LV3. Is in effect. Your movement speed and breathing capabilities have decreased. All your stats have decreased and you are now moving slower. Sigh, I knew this'd happen. The penalties of cold hands and feet have disappeared due to the basic magic, ignition. If I want to make use of this darn body, I need to get rid of the coldness within it first. I should be done by now. This is just like what the frozen witch, Noah Vaughn Trinity, would do. 2. The mountain, but there's just way too much ice here. While this place looks like a normal island, that's not the case. Noah Vaughn Trinity designed this place, Noah's artificial labyrinth, and everything here is made of magic. Because of that, all the living things and monsters that appear here are also all made by her magic. I don't know just how much darn mana she has. That's not important. Ice trolls. They're notorious for having tons of HP and regeneration. It's one of the monsters that kills a lot of newbies. But, that means nothing to me. While Noah might be crazily obsessed over talented students, she won't drive students that haven't even been admitted yet too far into the corner. Moreover, ice trolls aren't so weak that students could kill them. They're at least lower intermediate grade. If this was a real situation, it'd be a test at the perfect difficulty for people to get slaughtered. So what does that mean? There's a certain attack pattern that the trolls in this test have. The first troll that appeared would also go for a vertical strike and will always be in the center. The next troll that appears would perform a horizontal strike. While it has a bigger attack range than the first, it's slow. The last one would use stabs. It's the weakest in terms of power. So I can parry it like this. Found it, the gray crystal. This is the reason why I haven't bothered looking at other crystals so far. The gray crystal, a hidden piece which Noah had planted here. I can exchange this for the scroll that I need the most right now. After this part of the storyline, I'll strengthen that skill. Hour of the Genius. At this level, we should be the top scorers among our peers. I'll be looking forward to that then. Yeah. You were really incredible. Yes. Well. That's not bad. It's as they've said. This should be good enough to get a good result, but why do I feel so uneasy? You quarreled with the young master of the Rainhafer family. Why on earth would you do that? Didn't I tell you already? To become a family that no one can look down on. Higher. We need to climb even higher. You should have brought him over to your side even if it meant giving everything you had. Not once has he ever thought of me as his daughter. But, Knox von Rainhafer. Why did he disappear on his own when there's nothing to be gained for attempting this test alone? Does he perhaps know a hidden secret in regards to this test? I'd like to make a proposal to everyone here. If anyone would like to climb even higher with me, the Revelin family promises to reward you even more handsomely. Did you not like this crystal? We could get injured if we climb any higher. I think it'd be too dangerous. Naturally. With great risks come greater rewards. No. I'm going. Me too. Please let me join too. It all comes down to money. I don't know what Knox is thinking, but no harm would come from checking it out. Shall we go then? The reason for taking a huge risk and moving alone is simple. Because there's a huge return. There are close to zero chances to enhance the hour of the genius. It's nigh impossible unless I unlock the hidden stat, agility. It can't be helped even if I attract attention. I didn't think I'd meet you again in such a place. I'm quite happy that we get to meet again, young lord of the Rainhafer family. This is weird. This shouldn't be happening. Basic information. Name. Paracelsus gender. Male age. 15 race. Human main element. Steel achievements. Traits. Positive. Sword and combat genius, medical genius. Neutral. Competitive. Fierce towards the strong and gentle towards the weak. Negative. Lazy. Compulsive, scorns nobles. Stat stamina. 10 mana. 8 luck. 2 will. 10 charm. 25 skill. Passive skill. Peak of sword techniques. Active skill. Divine sword unification. Sword of a wanderer. Living sword basic. One of the strongest characters in Inner Lunatic, one of the 3 sword emperors. What is a big shot character like him doing here? He's supposed to fight the protagonist in this chapter and be inspired by the protagonist's kind personality as he chooses to save Eleanor, who falls into danger. Wait a sec. Something's off. Of Paracelsus, where's the protagonist that's supposed to fight with him? That thing you're carrying. I'm a little interested in it. I'll need you to give it to me. Acting genius. Has been activated. Filthy vermin. If I'm right, then the protagonist that's supposed to be in this world doesn't exist now. That means I have to stop him here. Fuck. Are you going to take responsibility for messing with the story? I don't know what you're talking about, but something smelled suspicious from the start. Because when I met you in Chatters, you were already using that sword perfectly. You seem to be worried about something. How about you just hand the sword over to me and we both go our own ways? The black crystal. That seems to be the way to get the highest marks. And if I refuse, then I'll have no choice but to do whatever it takes to take it from you. How detestable. That's what you planned to do from the beginning. Is that so? I guess it can't be helped since you already caught on to that. He might be growing to become one of the strongest characters, but his talent still hasn't matured yet. While he's a genius, I'd definitely win if I use the hour of the genius. However, I can't use that in this fight. If the protagonist really doesn't exist in this world, then I have to save her. This may be a gamble, but it's one I need to take. You're not the only one who knows the secret, Paracelsus. Since you remembered my name, I doubt you're going to ask me to go easy on you. Celsus. I know you enrolled into the academy in order to uncover the secret of your master's death. Bastard. Eleanor de Revelin. I knew you'd make it here. I wouldn't dare to get in your way, princess. But there is something that I'd like to confirm. I see. But We don't intend to participate in senseless combat. Princess.